chop, chop, sample, sample. There's a lot of things going on in the MPC universe and the producer universe, but we supply the work, so we make beats. That's what we do. What I have is a sample chopped up. Well, it's not chopped yet. What I did is I utilized the stems. And sometimes you can stem it out with no drums. The sample doesn't have any drums. I got it from TrackLab. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm still maneuvering and moving the vocals around and moving whatever bass it found and putting it into a place. And then we're going to flatten the pad. And we're just going to make a quick beat. Sketch out an idea. I'm going to show you what that looks like. What's going on, guys? It's your brother OTG. The OTG's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today we are in the MPC 1 2.15, no 3.0. Still working the work though, you know what I mean? As we wait, we still chop it down, get it popping. So we're going to chop the sample up. You can see I have it in a sample edit. I just went to regions, and there's a certain length that I like my samples to play. And so if there is no drums, then we can go ahead and just set that out with the regions. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know what I mean? We're going to sketch out an idea today. That means we going to get what we get, find some drums, find a loop pretty quickly, set a bass line to it, and just a practice of what we could get done in probably 15 minutes. You know what I mean? 10 or 15 minutes. It's a great practice to try just to get better with your skill, hone your ear, and get into the habit of making things that you wouldn't normally make. You know, re-chop samples, re-chop things. I've probably chopped that sample 150 ways, you know what I mean? But there's still 150 ways 150 beats and combinations I could put together, right? So now that we got that together, very basic BPM 84.5. We go get some drums together. And remember, you could just search them. Whichever expansion you have highlighted, if you have a word into search, it's going to search that expansion. So you'll see that I'll switch through the expansions and have stuff selected. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you're on program 1, though. So you can see now with the search, you make sure that you have the pad highlighted, the correct pad, so you can see I'm going through selecting the pad, and then we're putting the sound there. And you've seen that I switch amongst the different expansions, and that gives me a quick search. So we could go get hats and different sounds from all over the place. But part of this sketching down an idea or just getting an idea done quickly and working through the music, just working the work sometimes, killing 10 minutes, 15 minutes, practicing and honing your skills. You know, it's not taking too long on the mix or the sound. you know, just trust in your ear that that's going to sound good together. Those are going to work together, and you can make something with that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Make sure you like the video and comment what you learned, what you like, questions that you might want to have. You know, part of what I want to do with this channel over the next, until its end date, is just kind of share different kind of tips while making the music. You know what I mean? Different ideas and different things that hopefully spark creativity and help you in the places you might need help but might not know how to articulate, right? And that only works if you communicate. So one of the ways with doing this, as you see, you know, you want to make sure that you get into housekeeping. So part of it is choosing the sound and then making the move. You know, labeling the sound properly, making sure that you name it so you know when you come back later or whenever you decide, maybe you're having a day where the beats are slow motion, you could come back to some of these where you sketched out ideas pretty quickly and jumpstart some creativity. But you got to be able to know what it is when you come back. You also need to know how to move quickly. If you're ever in a situation where you're playing beats, you're making beats on the spot, you are doing something live, you are recording someone, any of these things, you know what I mean? You need to have the practice of getting your speed up and efficiency and kind of making decisions on the move. So this isn't a competition with other people, it's always a competition with yourself, you versus the machine. You know, you can always come back and name your drum kits. You see, I still haven't named this program 1 because I don't know if I'm going to want to add more to it. You still should save. At least name it. We're going to save it. I know everybody's doing sub-factory videos, and I did a couple sub-factory videos, but you can still get it done if you don't have sub-factory. Jura is just as nice, you know what I mean? Sub 5 is one of my favorites on Jura. Turn the bass up. You can get it knocking, it'll be a little loud, but when you come back, you can fine tune it once you get your kick and your hi-hats and everything set appropriate. But now is not the time. Make mental notes and come back. Get our volume up. Try to find what note we're playing. You know what I mean? We could just match it by ear and watch the screen, you know what I mean? If you can't find it on the scale's got to be set to the key. See, it's in an A major. So if you're having a problem finding it, you can always go back to chromatic and just go through the pads till you find the right one, and then that's what it is, you know what I mean? It's up to you if you want to change it. double up, and now we're going to filter. Just throw a filter on the sample real quick, old school method. You don't need to have a lot, you know what I mean? One of the things I think people do all the time, and you can see I've been saying it for years, is people overproduce. You know, especially when we're talking about the old drum machines that people made beats on and used before this. They only had 5 and 6 sounds. They only had a couple seconds sample time. You know what I mean? The beats wasn't that extravagant. It was just drums, sample, bass. You know what I mean? Maybe an instrument. Really should think about that, you know what I mean? The less sounds, even when you listen to songs on the radio as producers, maybe you're one of these guys who's like, I'm not trying to make radio music. Okay, even the songs that aren't, whatever songs you're listening to, count how many sounds are in there. You know what I mean? And that will give you a great idea of how many tracks are in there. And from there, unless you're making techno or something in that realm, most of the time it's under 10 tracks. It's under 10 sounds. Easy. And most of the time they repeat the whole song. It's not a extravagant arrangement. You get what I mean? Overproduced music gets looked over a lot more than underproduced. That's where collaboration is born. Now we sketched out the idea. We got our basic loop. We got our filter. We got it set on a track. Now we could just do a basic arrangement. We have this basic arrangement that we can now use as a mix down. We could come back and practice our mixing. We can come up with some freestyles and rap over. You know, we could do a lot of different things, and you know, we working on our speed, our efficiency, our decision making, all of these different things. You know, you could spend so much time trying to find the right sounds, try and make all the right moves. Sometimes you forget the musicality of things. And one of the things that I have seen since the last video that I was reminded is that, you know, most of the big songs and things that artists make come from half-finished beats and real quick writing or off-the-top writing, you know what I mean? So that's not saying everything you make is that, but make some time to do both, you know? With that, hopefully you learned something. We'll let a little bit of this beat play at the end, you know, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out everything I have at the Gumroad. Follow me at 365 OTG on all social media. And we're here with another one, man. MPC work.